Last time on Pokemon Green English version, we discussed such controversial topics as religion, pegging the washing out, and going to the toilet. In this part, much of the same. Maybe. We've just been described as a ghost bloke. Maybe I'm looking a bit pasty. I shouldn't have skipped breakfast this morning. Word of advice, kids, never skip breakfast. Even if you wake up at 5 PM, like I have done at times in the past, admittedly when I was a student, do not forget your Weetabix. Other breakfast cereals are available, like cornflakes. And those Frosties rip-offs with the picture of the clip art penguin on the front. Looks a little bit like the Linux penguin. I'd appreciate it if you refrained from rushing out to your local supermarket to look for that right now. Because there's hot Pokemon action happening right now. Any minute now, I mean. Oh, come on. That swimming fish thing that's supposed to represent Dummy there doesn't look anything like him. He's a turtle, friend. Of the Teenage Mutant Ninja variety, greaseball. Yeah. Oh, sorry for that terrible paraphrasing from a terrible, terrible movie. Don't go out and watch that, please. It was Turtles 3, by the way. You do Gioners, please. Iron like a lion in Jion. Oh dear, I believe that's at least 2 pop culture references in the space of a minute. Oh no, I'm turning into a mainstream reviewer. No! I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes, should I? Although having said that, how would people know when to laugh? I guess I could get a live studio audience in and buy cue cards, but that's too much effort. I mean, I'd have to get on the bus and go into town, and that's going to cost me £3. Hold on a minute. Did she just say, come here and put on some bands? I always thought this game was made by the owners of some strange obscure forum, and that just confirms it. It all falls into place. The internet slang, the trolling. Oh dear, it's all there. All the elements that make up a forum. You know, like those Super Mario hacks you get, with characters that are based on the people that frequent a particular forum, made as a kind of in-joke between the guys that visit it. I believe they did that with Super Mario Kart. The hack was known as Super Parigo Kart, and it was actually released on cartridge. So if you're interested, go and look it up, and become sad when you realise it's out of print and you cannot request copies. Probably. As ever, don't quote me on that, and go and look it up yourself. I wonder how that's supposed to be vocalised. ... question mark. Is it or is it huh? Or what? Imagine if you were in a church graveyard and you walked past somebody and they suddenly turned around and said, crying! That would freak you out, wouldn't it? Actually, if you saw any of the monsters from this game in real life, you'd either drop dead from the fear, or kill it before it killed you. I know I'd definitely stomp on Dummy if I saw it in the street. Of course, he'd be able to go into his shell and you'd probably slip on that, but I'd still try to kill him because he probably poses a threat to my neighbourhood, what with that rocket launcher he seems to carry around with him. Mind you, all I really need to do is sprinkle some sand in his eye and throw him back into the sea. Once again, of course, that does require getting on the train, so I'll probably just dump him in the green bin. That's a good question, actually. Which bin do you put body parts in? Is it the black bin or the green bin? The black bin for general waste, the green bin for environmental waste. Are body parts compostable? Question for you to mull over there while you're eating your breakfast or whatever. Ho ho! Ho ho! Anybody remember that show, Ho? I think it was on CITV. I still have a videotape that's got about 30 seconds from the end of an episode of How To, and it comes on just before my recording of the Super Mario Challenge. Fun fact for you. Completely pointless, but a fact nonetheless. Actually, I think that might have been How To. Is How still going? If so, it's probably up to How 3 million, because that was about 15 years ago. Actually, it'll probably be about 20, but... Is there something separated from my body? Yes, I've cut your arms and legs off. You swine, how dare you get in my way? It's funny how as you get older, time gets shorter. Go away from here. Why? Who the heck are you to tell me to go away? Oh my goodness, it's a Suzer. We'd better listen to him. I wonder if he's any relation to Kaiser Soze, but we can see the true face of the ghost. Oh, it's a her somewhat appropriately. Ah, someone was literally having a laugh when they named that Pokemon. Drumroll, please. Not enough games these days have comical glitches like that. Usually they're highly polished works of art worked upon by hundreds of people to fine-tune the game so there are no mistakes, there's no fat. I miss the olden days where you could break the game just by tilting the cartridge slightly. Unable to become Buddha. Yes, it would be rather hard to become Buddha, because Buddha was just one person, and unless you transformed into him with the help of a magic wand, it's impossible! But I guess in this game, nothing is impossible. On to the next floor then, and how the heck did I know that we'd have to fight a bunch of dudes? Oh, he asks how we are, and what I do here. And what do you do here? He's much like the Queen in that sense. I dunno, maybe he's the Queen of the Rockets. I'll let your brain fill in the punchline for that one. Something I should do more often to save myself embarrassment, isn't it? Golu, or a Jailu, oh, he's gone now, but he did look like a rolled up condom with wings. Oh, admired, and then it just went off quickly. Hi, you remember? Oh whoa, that bloke can transport downstairs. Next, something about footholds of missile, old grandpa, yada yada, bully pet. I don't know why they bother advancing storylines in this game. Much bored. Yes indeed, adult chat. I wonder if he works for an adult chat line and he likes to bring his work home with him. Might be something to do with the Queen of the Rockets. No, I'm not going to say that. Oh, I already have. Crumbs. Level 48, everybody! Yeah! Spare my life, please! Look, we weren't going to kill you, just your pet. In fact, no, we weren't going to kill him either. Nobody dies in Pokemon. I just have to point that out for any kids watching. Although, any parent who lets their kid under the age of 10 watch this needs to go and take a visit to social services. The grandpa won't be saved without Down With Us, and you can just see the grandpa at the top of the screen there. Yes, we kill this bloke, we get our grandfather back. That's a bit of a weird storyline, isn't it? I wonder if they ever explored that in the anime. Hopefully not. Actually, for the sake of a generation, I hope that nothing featured in Pokemon Green appeared in the cartoon, otherwise we'd have a generation of children scarred for life. It'd be like a modern version of that rude version of Rainbow. Eesh. Skunk! Yes, they love that word, don't they? I wonder if they use that as a mixed oath instead of swear words. And once again, he's faster than Usain Bolt. Ah, that ghost's cry sounds like a pretty sweet guitar riff. I may have to learn that. Or not. I think I left these random encounters in just to demonstrate how frequent they are on this particular floor. Or maybe I just forgot to edit them out. That's probably the reason. Might as well explore while we're here. And it's Fuji, otherwise known as the Grandpa. Oh, come on, that's enough comma splicing for now. I do sense the game probably lost some of its brevity when it was translated from Japanese text to English, because English is naturally much less succinct. Japanese characters take up less space on the screen. And we are warped back to this place. You'd be forgiven for forgetting it. I mean, it has been over a year since we last saw it. Then, Mr. Fool. Yes, you should call me Mr. Fool. But I'm actually a doctor, so you should call me that. And he's still talking. Well, what do you know? Too much luggage. Oh, we have to go and get rid of some of this nonsense that we have in our inventory. So it's Benny Hill time once more. Actually, this is a demonstration of what happens when you sell something at the Pokemon shops. US dollars for quoting prices. What, so it's like an import-export business? See, that's where the British government has been going wrong. We should invest in goods from Pokeland. They have an abundance of gold balls, which we can sell on for many, many US dollars. And we have to listen to what this bloke says again. But we have a flute! Yes! Is he going to show us how to play it? I've always found it a bit strange that in games, characters automatically know how to play a flute. Like, how does Link know how to play an ocarina? Presumably at some point before the game, he's learned, even though he only gets the ocarina about halfway through the game, doesn't he? Oh, I don't know. I never played Ocarina of Time that often. And on that musical note, see what I did there? We'll have to finish! Yes, But we'll be back very soon with the next part. I promise it will be less than a year until I upload it.